walking outside versus a stationary bike. With which one you can burn more calorie? So welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Calorie Burn Challenge, where we compare two cardio exercises to see with which one we can burn more calorie in less time. And at the end, I'm gonna rate each cardio in 5 different categories. How easy is that? How fun is that? How expensive is that? How accessible is that? And the most important one, how fast we can burn 300 calories with that cardio. In this video, we're gonna compare a stationary bike with outdoor walking. In the last episodes, the video is going to be here, we compared jump rope with running, which it was surprisingly interesting and it had a really surprising result. So if you want to see that video, you can click the link down below. So first we are going to do the stationary bike. Let's go to the gym to do the bike and see how we can burn 300 calories. A stationary bike is one of the most used cardio machines in gyms, and that's why I wanted to try it today. But as I'm a solo creator, I didn't notice that my camera memory was full. So after 6 minutes of a stationary bike, the camera did not record anymore. So I slowed down the video to match the time. But for the burn calories, as I am recording it from my iPad, I had the whole recording. After doing a few minutes of a stationary bike, I have a huge respect for cycling athletes. It is crazy hard on the butts. You can't imagine how uncomfortable is that. Anyway, let's finish this cardio strong. The problem to be a solo creator is that my memory is full, so I couldn't record the full session. But I did record 6 minutes of it, but because the camera face was the other side, I couldn't see it. Alright, I just finished the bike and it was good. It was a bit hard on my butt, I wasn't expecting that, and it was hurting the whole process, but that was okay, not the best cardio. And now I'm going back home, rest, and then drink a coffee, and then come back for the outdoor walk. A hard thing about the cardio was I had to find a spot in the gym so I can record myself and also respect the other people's privacy, which was really hard because in Germany there is a law that you're not allowed to record the other people. And also I don't want to be someone to record himself all the time in the gym, so make people uncomfortable. So that was the hard part. So I asked my wife to join me for the walk because I knew that the walk is going to be so boring. But she said no because she knew that the walking is so boring. But the weather is perfect. I don't mind doing the walking. But the walking, and the problem is I want to screen record the Polar so to see how fast I can burn that calories so I can share that with you guys. So I cannot listen to music, probably because I'm screen recording. So it's going to be like a meditation. I don't know how long it's going to take, but for the whole time I'm not going to listen to anything. I'm just going to walk. I cannot use my phone and I just have to enjoy the weather. Alright, let's go. Oh, by the way, before I forget, because I am a solo creator, I do not have anyone to record me while I'm walking, and because I'm using my phone, I cannot record myself too. So I'm gonna record some B-rolls and you just have to imagine that I'm walking. Alright? So it's gonna be a nice B-roll. I promise I'm gonna do my best to give you the best B-roll, but this is just gonna be me walking back and forth for the whole time. So just imagine that I'm in the park and do the walking. All right. I don't know if you can see or not. I had my backpack and I had to walk with this because I have all the equipment with me that I needed for the whole challenge. So it was extra weight. I don't know it's gonna help me to burn more calorie, but let me tell you, it was boring. I hated it. The weather was perfect, the park is beautiful, I enjoy doing that, but I'm totally used to having an AirPod, listen to music or a podcast while I'm doing something, and doing nothing for this whole period, which takes ages to finish it, was horrible. And I wasn't expecting that to be that boring because I couldn't listen to anything. So I enjoyed watching people for quite some time, and then it was so bad as well to watching people all the time. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, right? So that's a challenge. But I have to say that I feel very, very good. I enjoyed the walking. If I had something to listen, like a podcast, or I was with someone, like my wife or my friends, that would be fun because we don't have a lot of nice weather in Berlin. And also, I'm not doing walking a lot of times. It's just like most strength training and cardio and intense movement or sitting on the computer. So there is like no middle ground. But now that was the middle ground for me. I really enjoy it. And I'm gonna rest, enjoy the weather a bit more, and then I'm gonna go home and talk to you about the results. Alright, now I'm back home and it's time to talk about the results. At the end of the results, I'm gonna talk about an interesting factor as well. So let's talk about the first question. How simple was that? Outdoor walking is quite simple and everyone can do it, and there is no need to have any special skill because it's just walking. For the stationary bike is the same thing too. So I'm gonna give for both exercises 10 out of 10. The second question, how fun was that? Honestly speaking, bicycle is not fun at all. It takes long time to finish it, and also it's quite painful and I don't like it at all, and it's not that interesting. In the same time, outdoor walking is quite fun if you are doing it with someone or if you listen to something. But because I didn't listen to anything, it was a bit boring for me. But I believe doing outdoor walking is way more fun than doing a stationary bike. So for outdoor walking, I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10, but for bike, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 10. Now the third question, how expensive is that? Outdoor walking is completely free. That's great, 10 out of 10. But a stationary bike, you have to pay for membership or you have to buy a stationary bike for yourself. So I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. The next question, how accessible is that? For outdoor walking, it's pretty accessible. You can do it anytime. Sometimes with the bad weather is a problem, but most of the time you can do it whenever you want. So I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. For the stationary bike, it's pretty accessible too. You can find it in any gym or some parks. They have some bikes that you can use it as a stationary bike. So I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. Now the most important question, how fast I burn 300 calories in each cardio. For a stationary bike, it took 18 minutes and 30 seconds to burn 300 calories. But for outdoor walking, it took 41 minutes. Yes, you heard it right, 41 minutes. The result was shocking. I wasn't expecting that at all. But this result teaches us a lesson. Whenever I ask a patient or a client about their activities, what they do during the day, especially those clients who wants to lose weight, they're telling me all the time, we do a lot of walking outside. But as you can see from the result, walking outside is not that effective and it takes 41 minutes to just burn 300 calories. So if your plan is to lose weight or lose fat, so be smart about it and use the exercises that you can burn more calories in less time. That's why in this new series, we try to compare all the cardio exercises to find the best cardio exercises for you so you can burn more calories during the day and be healthier. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that outdoor walking is bad. I'm just saying that if your goal is losing weight, outdoor walking might not be the suitable cardio exercise for you. So if you don't want to miss the future episode that we compare 2 other cardio exercises, please subscribe to our channel and like this video as well. Thank you for watching and catch you in the next one.